going faster than it could go on, you know, the medium price.
Okay, I'm going to call the meeting to order. Would all you people please rise to the pledge of allegiance?
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, everyone. Sharon?
Okay.
Oh, did you open the meeting, Doug?
Just did.
Okay.
Got it.
I'm going to call a roll, starting on my right.
Thomas McDougall.
Tammy Smith.
Larry Brown.
Bob Carrier.
Mark Courier.
Peg Hurd. Erin Hutchings. Sherry Gazer, reporting secretary.
And David.
And third purpose.
Okay. All right. Well, we got a quorum present, so this is going to be a continuation of the Milton School District fiscal year 2019-2020 budget presentation. Before we get into it, we just got some information, additional information. Nate, is this already been put into the new budget?
Yes.
So I could go over it. I will go over that. The following updates have been made. Line 100, 1100, 55610-3. High public tuition. Upon further review, it was determined that the student attending another school out of district graduated last year. This results in a reduction in the line from $14,116.02 to $2,100. The next one is line 100, 1200, 51140-2-02. Middle sped support salary notes were updated. Okay, so that doesn't affect anything?
No, the first line was the only one that affected the budget itself.
Okay.
I was just going through the notes that I had mentioned I would make more clear in the budget.
Okay. All right. So we're all set with that. It was the only change in the numbers. So
Yep.
We have an updated sheet, so we'll be using that one tonight. We're going to continue where we left off, which was operation and maintenance. And to find a page, it's page 14. Does the committee have any questions on this one? I do have a question, and I think Bob's the only one that's going to be able to answer that. The phone for the elementary and Newt, I mean, that's gone up, but it's without,
Line number, please.
oh, sorry, thank you very much. Page 15, 100, 2610, 55310-0, Operation Maintenance Phone, Elementary, and the next one is the same number, except it's got -2. Operation Maintenance Phone for Newt. It says the actual, but it says without the E-rate. If I saw the meeting minutes, we've lost that last year. Is that what we did?
Yeah, if I could defer that to Nathan.
No, we still get E right here.
Okay, well, on one of the meeting minutes, okay, so it's still there. Is it still 30,000?
I'm sorry, still.
Okay, I was reading one of the meeting minutes of the school board, and it looked like we lost the 30,000 last year.
No. No,
Okay.
we still receive that revenue.
Okay,
We'll have to look at those minutes.
okay,
We still get E rate.
think it was October 10th. Larry?
Thank you. Nate, if I do remember correctly, that the reimbursement for the E-rate takes forever?
Yes.
Yes, and it might have been that it was not lost, but neither do we have it.
Yeah, E-rate usually comes around September of the previous year. So our fiscal year is closed before we actually get the revenue for that year,
Okay.
but we did not lose it.
Okay. I was just looking at the October 10th minutes.
I'm gonna look at it, yeah.
Okay. Anybody else got any questions? Dave or Tom?
On line 100-2610, 54-200-1 and 2, Newt snow removal. I'm certain I asked this question last year, and again, I don't remember what the answer was. I see we didn't have anything spent in 17 or 18 budget, but yet we budgeted last year, and of course this year. What was the reason for that?
That's just in case we did need to outsource that.
Okay, I think I remember now it had something to do with,
Yeah,
you had to
was for the roofs.
shovel the roof,
Right.
shovel
Yeah,
before.
yeah.
Anybody else?
Another one?
Tom?
Okay. Going back to the phone lines again, I don't know that there's much we could do about this, but that's 100-2610-55310-1 and -2 the phone lines. That seems like an awful lot of money to pay for phone service. Basically, what, $50,000? Has the school looked into going with like a voice over IP service or anything like that to try to reduce this cost? I understand some of it you're not going to be able to reduce because you probably have to have a hard line for like alarms and things like that. But 50 grand for phone service, that just sounds awful expensive.
Yes, Nathan?
We are currently looking.
Okay.
In fact, we have a phone conversation with them on Friday.
All right. Yeah, it just.
Did you have anything?
Well, there's two components to that too, because it includes the internet access too. So that's what's confusing.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's the
Yeah.
pipeline
Yeah.
for our high-speed internet too.
Oh, okay. So that's not just your plain old telephone service. That's also. Okay, that. Okay. Well, given that I believe 2019. Atlantic Broadband now is up for negotiation for the town contract. We may have a little bit of juice there to talk to them about that. I'm assuming that's who you've got for your internet service. I don't know if you've got somebody else or not, but if you've got Atlantic Broadband, we might be able to, it might be a little bit of a stick that we can poke them with.
Anybody else? Okay. The total for operation and maintenance is $833,608.67, an increase of $26,568.85. Now, we already did this, all transportation's been done. I don't know, did we do the field trip coordinator?
Co-curricular?
I don't remember that one. And he's not here to talk about it. But. All right, so I'll have to go to technology services. Any questions here? Tom?
What is covered by IT under your IT contracted services. That's like something north of 60 grand. That's, if that's just somebody walking around providing IT support, that sounds like an awful lot of money to be spending for those three lines. Line number would be 100-2820-53, 200-1, 2, and 3. And understand you're using Back Bay, but you know that's like I said, north of 60 grand. If they're just walking around providing IT support, that sounds like a maybe think about bringing it in-house next year or something, because that's just a lot of money.
Nathan?
Yeah, they currently do all the IT tickets, any issues with IT. They support any issues that occur. They also help with all the wiring that we have that needs to be done.
You have any idea how many on average tickets they support a year, or
A year?
That's just a.
I can't give you exacts right now, but it is a lot. I'll look into how many.
It just seems like that if what they're doing is providing IT support and building wiring and things, that's 60 grand. Maybe it's time to think about bringing that in-house.
Yeah, we've the last time we went out to bid, they were the only ones that bid, and we used to do it in-house, and it was, to my knowledge, it was before my time,
Yep.
but it was a lot more expensive than that.
Yeah, I just wanted to add to that. What the problem is when you have that in-house, you need a large suite of expertise all the way from desktop to backup to networking. What ends up happening is it's hard to get that skill set, and it's hard to keep that person working in the right capacity, if you will. You know, so a lot of times they're underutilized for the skill set on a day-to-day basis. So by outsourcing, you have the capability then to have layers of support that you can call on based on the service that you need. Recently, when we looked at upgrading our wireless network in the buildings, an old project 2 years ago, and then recently at the high school, that's not with our typical day-to-day IT support. Okay, we're bringing in other services, other skill sets to do that we don't normally need every day. So you get that when you outsource.
Todd, you had a question?
Well, yeah, if you bring somebody in, I think you're gonna find out if you have them full-time, you're gonna have to pay benefits, you're gonna spend a lot more than $60,000. Just on our family plan is, what are you talking, 32,000?
Yeah, like I said, that seems to be, you know, a huge amount of money to be spending for.
I don't think you're gonna find somebody
IT
part-time
for-
with that expertise either.
Like I said, I haven't been in the IT world in quite some time. So I used to do it for a small company, and, you know, much smaller than what the school is. But it just, you know, that just seems, you know, not knowing exactly all the services that just seems like a lot of money to be spending for IT stuff.
Okay, Larry, go ahead.
A great phrase. I haven't been in the IT world for some time. What's a ticket?
Every time someone needs help with something, regardless of what it is, if my computer won't start, you put in a ticket to the help desk and they come and fix it.
Thank you.
Dave?
I guess what would be a better metric or something is, do you have an approximation of how many computers this is servicing in terms of how many desktop computers within the school system is this encompassing? Because okay, well,
I can get
100,
the exact number
200,
too.
500,
Yeah.
is it under 500 but more than 100?
Yes.
Okay, so it's somewhere between 100 and 500.
Yep.
Because the standard, or at least what used to be the traditional mechanism of determining if your cost is too expensive, is a cost per PC. I'm like, it's not really based on the number of tickets, it's based on the number of PCs, because you've also got somebody that really knows what they're doing you're not getting a lot of tickets because everything's working. It's like the target goal of an IT company is they shouldn't be getting any tickets except for like upgrade. But if your printer's not working, that's because they're not doing maintenance on the printers, for example. So yeah, if we can get a better number
absolutely.
of how many computers there are, that's really the most relevant thing. It might be a good number. This might be a good value if you got 600 computers.
Paul?
The last I knew, we were close to what? Well, 250 computers. We're pretty close.
Yeah.
And that covers all service on all machines with a bunch of rough teenagers that drop them, and the drops are covered, reprogramming are covered, broken screen, all of that stuff is covered under this program. So it's basically a 100% warranty on all the stuff we have for the life of the contract until the machines get too old to just fix anymore. So I think that was part of the stipulation with Back Bay, is that we had to like, okay, you know, we have hundreds of kids running around screaming with computers in their hands and laptops and all these other things. We need a good service for that, and they're very good about that.
Okay, and that also answers one of the key pieces that's missing out of it, is that's including hardware replacement for damaged hardware. It's not necessarily including upgrades for stuff, but if somebody were to knock a monitor off, this is included in the price of replacing that. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna answer these questions for you, so you have exacts.
Okay, Melissa, you had your hand
So
up.
Paul explained that we have, these computers are being handled by kids
Yep.
every day. And short of doing away with internet technology,
Yep.
we're kind of in a band. We have to have them serviced.
Janet had a question. Answer for me. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say, it does include re-imaging the computers as well. So when we got new computers, as well as they upgraded them, he redid the image on every single computer.
And that was 130 new computers?
Re-imaged the old ones as well.
Okay, Mark?
Just two things, so the contracted services, so if a monitor gets dropped under contracted services, the replacement and repair of that monitor gets paid for out of contracted services. That's what you just said. Is that correct? Did I hear that right?
I think it's the labor cost portion of it.
Just the labor cost.
Labor cost.
So then the repairs and maintenance, that's what the repair for the monitor, that's what that would come out of. So then what is tech services?
Okay, so to answer that first question, we typically get the extended warranties on all the computers for such a problem. So the actual parts will be included depending on what the part is.
If you have
Labor
warranty
is
on it.
covered with the
Right.
contract.
Right.
Tech services is well, basically it's the backups that we have that are done every night for the data. Alert Now, which is the Blackboard, things like Power School hosting, and Fortinet, which is our firewall. So things like that.
Right. So contracted services, pure labor.
Yep.
Tech services, your backup.
Yep.
Below that, repairs and maintenance, software. Again, monitor gets dropped, they throw a laptop down, that gets broken. Unless it's under warranty, that's coming out of a line here.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Bob, just one thing.
Yes.
That's a perfect explanation. He hit the nail on the head for every line, so thank you for that. It kind of does a real line-by-line explanation of what each, people get confused by this section
Yes.
all the time, but for whether it be the public, this, whatever the budget, that's exactly what it
Yep,
is.
okay.
Yep.
Dave? Well, Earl, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go, Dave.
Just a question on, you have tech services, Power School hosting of 2647, but Power School is also under IT software. So that's a software suite that costs $5,400 total. Is that my understanding of it? And it's broken into two line items.
The Power School for the 2700 is the software itself that we use. It's the program. And then the hosting part is they keep all the data off-site on the server.
I just gotta hold it for a minute. Sherry, did you get all these numbers? None of them came out. Nobody was saying numbers.
No, I know exactly.
Okay, you're all set then?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm
Okay.
good.
All right, go ahead, Dave, want to finish?
Small section.
That was the question I had.
Okay. All right. Now, Earl?
I think going back to the first point that was made, I think that a few years ago, it was brought to my attention that they did have a committee of sorts. And I think one of the recommendations, or one of the studies, the feasibility, was to take a look at that, the idea of it being in-house. We will provide the answers to the very good questions that was asked by you folks, Dave, Tom, and him, but at the same time, I think that Nate, together with the administrative team, will take a look at that. We'll revisit it between now and next year, and look at one of the things that the integration, the tech integration, I won't go into depth about the learning aspects of it, but one of the things that I've experienced before here is when you have that capacity in-house, then it helps instruction in terms of that. And I think Tom was trying to get to that a little bit, right? Is that what you were trying to get to?
Yeah, honestly, I could probably argue it either way, having it in-house or out-of-house. There's good arguments to be made for each case, and like I said, I'm just, when I started adding up the numbers and it just, I was like, yeah, it seems like a fairly large chunk. And having said that, I wouldn't do that job for that money, you know. But it's a fairly large chunk. It is not going to get smaller, and you know, I'm just asking the question of, is it time to consider other ways of structuring things to maybe bring it in-house? Maybe, and I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question, and we're certainly not going to be able to affect anything in this budget season with that, right? So,
correct.
So, you know, but just throwing it out there is, you know, maybe, and I don't know if you could do this, a shared IT person with the town if they wouldn't be utilized at school, something like that. I'm just throwing things out there, you know, throw stuff around and see what sticks to the wall, right? You know, like, see if your spaghetti's done. But that was all I'm, you know, just thinking that as, you know, because the costs aren't going to go down. I got one other.
Go ahead, Tom.
Question on the tech services line, 12820 53 400.0. Were things broken out differently in 2019 versus 18 and 17? Because we didn't have anything for 2000. Okay, that's what I suspected. I just.
Any other questions? Larry?
That just to go back to what Melissa was speaking to, I remember some of the specifications for the student use devices to resist 300 milliliters of liquid poured on the keyboard, to survive a 3-foot drop, and to have pry-proof keys. All important things in a school environment.
Anybody else? Okay. Technology services is $107,847.31. That's an increase of $13,887.96. Next line, the 2900 support services. That is not in our control, but does anybody have any questions in it? That's pretty much set. All set with support services? Okay. Okay, go ahead, Peg.
Do you want to just say what they are for the audience out there?
Okay, this is one.
Since we have the writing
Okay,
in front of us?
we can do that. Okay, 2900 support services. This is 02900 52140-1 workers' comp. And you want to give me the figures after that too, or you want to
No,
give me
just
the
what,
total?
I mean,
Okay.
support services to me could mean 150 different things, where these are specifics that we really don't have any control over.
Okay, next one, 100-2900-52140-2, that is also workman's comp. I should actually put these together. Okay, 100-2900-52220-0 wellness incentive, FICA. The next one is 100-2900-52600-1 and -2, that's a unemployment. And Dave?
Just a real quick question, just to confirm.
Sure.
-1 is elementary, -2 is high,
There's 2 is new.
or -2 is new? Okay,
Technically middle school.
okay.
3 is high school.
Yeah, Tom?
What is the 100-2900-52220-0, the wellness incentive FICA?
The part of the school care program is a wellness
Oh, okay.
program.
Okay, so this is like you fill out a survey, you get $10 off, or
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, this is to cover. Okay, all right. I was thinking I didn't notice a wellness line anywhere.
No.
Okay, all right, yeah, we got something similar to that at work.
Any other questions?
No, thank
Okay,
you.
that's all, thank you, I should have done that. But anyway, the number is $66,437.67. That is a reduction of $2,897.99. Next one is 5100, sale of bonds and notes. I'll go put that 9 in there. That's the 5100 series. This is 100, 58300-3, high bond principal. And the next line is the same number. Nope, 58400-3. That's the high bond interest. And anybody questions on that? Okay, Larry, go ahead.
One question. Nate, so used to figures going up when they're under the control of third-party vendors. You're down 2,800. Is that attributable to workers' comp, to unemployment, or to some part of the FICA?
To both.
To both?
Yeah.
So nobody has gotten injured and nobody has gotten...
Fewer claims. I wouldn't say nobody got injured.
Fewer, I'm sorry. Right, yes. Fewer. Thank you.
Okay, the one I just got done, bonds and notes. Want to just give what it's for?
Well, that's for the bond for the high school construction.
Okay,
And August of 2020 is our last payment.
okay. Any other questions on this? That's $276,078.75. That's a decrease of $6,103.75. The other one is 5221, transfer to food service. I will give that line number 100-5221-59100-0, transfer to food services. This is the contract. What is this? What's the transfer on?
Every year for food service, we have to run a zero balance. And according to our contract, for this current year, we're going to be on a negative $27,462. So we have to cover that somewhere.
Okay.
In the past few years, we've been adding that line.
Okay.
Because that's where it's always come from, it's just we've never budgeted for it.
Okay. But you still don't know where it's going to come from, or? Is that what you said?
Well, if there's a deficit
There's a
for
deficit.
food service, that's where it's going to come from.
Okay. All right. I
The
got
only
you.
difference now is that we're budgeting for it.
Okay.
We always should have been, but we never were. But we have for the past few years.
So, any other questions on this? Okay, so the total is $27,462. It's a reduction of $13,396. The transfer for grant expenditures, that's 100-522-2. 59100-0, this is transfer for grants. Well, what I can see is we've got some reductions on this. We didn't get as much as we did last year.
It goes down a little bit every year.
Okay.
Basically, the number I came up with is what we were approved for this year.
Okay,
For IDEA Title I and Title II
okay.
only.
Okay, I see it here, the notations. Anybody got any questions on this? The projection here is for fiscal 20 is $339,137. It's a reduction of $16,481. Okay. Next one is the food service, 200, food service. Anybody got any questions on this one?
Yeah,
Mark, go ahead.
so the 231,100, 53,100 for your contracted food service, it went down. This year, you're in the red on food services, but you're budgeting less for next year?
We had them reconstruct the contract to lower the cost of the contract, and that's the result of it.
So then next year, are we anticipating that you're not going to not need that line for the transfer to food services, that you will have a zero fund? You won't be in the
For
negative?
next year, no, it includes the 27.
You've already been,
Yeah,
Okay.
if it shows a breakdown on one of these pages. Page 43, it shows our current contract breakdown, which is exactly what I budgeted for. So it shows the projected income and then the expenses as well.
Okay, I'm on the wrong page. Page here. 43, okay. Okay. Any other questions on this one? It's pretty well explanatory. No other questions? Okay. Fiscal year 20, food services is, I hope I get the right number here, is $243,721, reduction of $45,827.83. The new total budget with the additional ones that were taken out earlier to the public tuition, now the budget stands at $10,497,009.66, an increase of $204,068.86. Nate, you have the percentage on that?
Yeah, if you take federal projects out,
Yeah.
you're looking at an increase of $220,549.86, which results in a 2.21% increase over last year.
Okay, so it didn't change any?
It went down a little bit.
Yeah, okay.
Could
Okay.
you please repeat that number again, Nate?
The 220,000?
Yeah.
549.86.
Thank you.
Okay. That concludes the presentation.
question.
Yes, Dave?
If I recall correctly, we skipped several sections because we wanted to make sure we covered somebody who wasn't going to be coming back.
Yeah, transportation.
Was that the only one we skipped? Because I thought we were only on SAU. The SAU was the last one we did.
No, we went through transportation. We did that one because Tim had to, so he wouldn't have to come back. Nathan,
You were halfway through 2410,
2410?
principal.
Yeah, so you have the same memory. We hadn't finished the principal, and we just skipped over into the transportation.
Okay. I thought we had that all covered. Okay.
We went halfway through.
Huh?
We went halfway through.
Halfway through. Okay. I shouldn't have interrupted it then. Nate?
Yeah, I believe you ended at the accreditation.
Okay.
Well, what we were doing in general wasn't specifically going down, it was just as people had questions,
Right,
if I
right,
recall
yeah.
correctly.
Okay, I see where we are. We're on page 13. All right, that's where I left it at the accreditation. Any other questions on this line? Then we have to behold the budget.
I did have one question, because I went back and was looking at, this was actually on page 12.
Okay.
Just looking for explanations from a perspective of, if I did my math correctly, the high school assistant principal got an 8% increase in salary, and the middle principal got a 22% increase?
It's,
Hey,
the middle and high school are the same person. So it's one person, split up in two different lines. So middle assistant principal and high school assistant principal are the same person.
Okay, and that's just that's a breakdown, that's dividing them up?
Yep. But to answer your question, it's an 8% increase overall. And the reason for that, I actually have the job description right here. Basically, it's adding a lot more work to her schedule. So this is the first page is what she was currently doing. The second page is all new stuff that she's doing. Up next.
She wants to
Yeah. Not quite done. It comes from not getting enough either revenue or expenses. Too many expenses. We budgeted that much this year. So hopefully that'll explain that.
Anybody got any questions on it?
Yeah, just one, were these things that weren't getting done, or were these activities that were transferred from somebody else that were doing? Because obviously the grant writing must have been done by somebody.
And that used to be a stipend out of the grant, but it's no longer in the grant. We use the monies for other things. Jan, you mind giving a little more clarity on that?
You have another copy?
Yeah, I do.
See here, sorry.
What occurs is, David, is the responsibilities, the roles change of what you can embed as far as grants are concerned. And therefore, you can't embed a stipend into the grants, certain grants in a certain way. So therefore, the overarching thing is the work is being done, but yet, I think that Bob pointed out the grants are going down.
Yes, they are.
And with it, some of the constraints within the grants are such. And also, too, we're faced with other competitive type of grants that we have, and you have to be ready to move when these occur. And she's done a very great job at this for a long time, for, you know, a few years now. And, pardon me?
Okay,
in
Brian.
fiscal year 18, she was able to get us an award of $684,437.53 because of her grant writing expertise for our town.
It is huge.
You know, and a lot of this is team oriented. You know, obviously the staff and the administrative team, but you need somebody to spearhead this.
Yeah, you do. Anybody got any questions?
Jim?
Right. Question for the superintendent. Given the state and federal grants, is the pot going down? Which pot is going down most? State or federal? And is that the overall dollar amount, or is each grant going down? So are there fewer grants to choose from, or?
Title I goes down.
Mhm.
The IDA is kind of a moving target, correct?
It's been the same, goes up a small amount every year.
And, but the landscape will change. For example, the safety grants that we wrote, that obviously is new. Now they're looking, the state is going to be coming out with certain mental health types of grants because of current events. I mean, obviously, there's a real, it's very important, schools being safe. And with that being said, both the safety of the school in terms of the structure, you know, the front and that being safe, and also the mental health of the kids, of the kids themselves. So it's the land's number one. The grants, as you have known them over the course of years, are shrinking, but the landscape is also changing.
Just if you have not been past the school, doors and windows are numbered. It's very nice, very nice. Thank you.
Tom?
Line number, talking about pressure at the copiers and the maintenance agreements, lines number 100-2410-54420-1, 2, and 3, and 100-2410-54520-1, 2, and 3. Just curious, how many copiers does the school have in total? I don't mean you a little itty bitty one, but is there like 2 big ones, 3 big ones? One big one in Newt, big one in at the elementary school, or?
What we could do is give you each one. John?
Yeah, I have the main one that the teachers use, and then there's one in the main office and one in the guidance office that has fewer copies of that.
Okay.
John?
We have one in the faculty room, an older one that's kind of on its way out,
Yeah.
in another area of the building, and then a main one in the main office, and then some smaller ones. But there's one special ed has one out in preschool.
Okay. And I'm assuming the maintenance agreements are for the copiers as well?
It is for the copiers. It also includes the printer maintenance.
Okay.
Tom, you all set?
Yeah.
Let me get to Mark, and I'll get you back.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
So you have the copier rental, but is it my understanding the maintenance agreements is just how many copies did you make? That's what the maintenance agreement is?
Yeah.
So it's not somebody going in and physically maintaining the copier, it's how many copies
It's both.
that was generated.
It's both.
So like when we get, thank you for the revised version of we had charged for it too. So when we had, like last week, we get this little packet of 20 sheets. We change one number, we print up another 20 sheets.
I'd be more than happy to stop printing.
It'd be, nice, save a tree, okay? You know. But that's the difference between copy rental and maintenance agreement.
Yeah, copy rental is the amount we pay for the copier.
Right.
And then
It's the
maintenance
equipment.
agreements is copiers, the printing and the maintaining of the copiers and the printers.
So now we can adjust this again.
More paper. Yes, more money. Tom, are you all set?
Yeah, a question about, you just mentioned, you said that the maintenance agreement covers the copier and the printers. So how do the printers work with the back bay? Is that a totally separate thing? They're not involved at all in the maintenance of said printers?
Correct.
Okay, so who's in charge of making sure that all the computers can talk to them and all that?
So a third company,
Okay.
third vendor.
Anybody else got any questions? I mean, Earl, did you have something to say? Are you all set?
Just a clarification on that. Back Bay does make sure our computers talk to our printers.
Yeah, they're responsible for the networking of everything, including the printers. But as far as touching printers and fixing them, they don't do that.
Okay, so Back Bay will make sure that your computer could talk to the printer so you can print out these and tell the copier to print out however many copies of
Yes,
it.
correct.
And whoever you got the maintenance agreement with, their job is to make sure that the physical printer itself, when the fuser goes bad, they come in and replace the fuser.
Exactly.
Kind of thing, okay.
Any other questions on the office of principal? Go ahead, Tom.
Line number 100-2410-58-100-1, 2, and 3. The elementary principal dues, middle and high school principal dues. Why is the elementary school so much higher than the other two? I'm just curious. The elementary school's like nearly twice what the middle and high principal dues are.
I think they're split up as well. Isn't it?
It's even when you add them together.
Add them together?
Yeah, it's 500 each, and so that's $1,000 for the middle and high school principal, but it's 19 for the elementary principal. Are
Well,
elementary
that's two
school kids
people.
that much harder?
There's two people. It's $900 a person for
Okay.
for the principal and assistant principal.
But don't we have a principal and assistant principal for the elementary and high school as well?
Because we're not a member of the New Hampshire Principal Association, which is very expensive.
Okay, so the elementary principal is the, or middle and high school is not. Okay, all right, okay. It just, there seemed like, you know, it was like you're shortchanging the elementary or the middle and high school principal, and it seemed like it should be about the same thing, 'cause you got about the same number of kids in middle and high school as you do elementary school. So I was just trying to understand the discrepancy there.
Anybody else?
Yes.
Go ahead, Dave.
So you provided this modification to the Newt Middle High to explain the 8%. So it looks like this person's responsibility increased. Did the principal's decrease? Or did the principal also? Because that one, again, that one was 22%. This was only an 8% increase, while the secretary, you said, was two people, or she was for two of the schools?
For middle and high school, the secretary ended up being a full-time position. It had been a part-time position, one of them. So
Okay.
It had been 1.5 positions, and it went to 2 positions.
Okay, that explains a larger percentage. That's kind of what I expected. There just wasn't a note indicating that was a significant position shift.
Any other questions? Errol?
Okay, so you all said on that date, it wasn't a case where Dan's pay went up 22%. With high school principal's pay, it was a personnel type thing where an administrative assistant went from half to full-time. And part of that too is the safety aspect. You know, to ensure that somebody was really policing the front. That had to do again with the landscaping change in terms of safe, you know, ensuring that the schools are safe. So that was one of the main reasons why we enhanced that, to ensure that there was always somebody that can have the control, the quality control, to make sure the right person was being buzzed in and we knew what was going on out front there.
You all said, Dave?
Yep.
Anybody else on any questions? I don't want to rush it. We can always go back to it. Okay. Seeing none, the total for that office of principal is $694,778.62. That's an increase of $32,289.57. Now, have I covered everything here? I believe I have.
The other one you do is field trip co-curricular.
Yeah, Tim is not here. That was probably the one.
Sure, superintendent could cover that. It's a quick, easy one. Then you're all done.
What page?
18.
Page 18. Okay, this is one I thought we didn't probably do it. The field trip coordinator. Yeah, curriculum. Co-curricular.
It isn't somebody that coordinates, it's somebody that, you know, when they go out driving.
Yeah.
So this is their driver's pay when they do these runs.
Okay, that's for just field trips or?
Yeah, it's the whole co-curricular, all the different trips that they go on.
Okay. Any questions here? Seeing none, and this is the 27-25 field trip co-coordinator. The total on that one is $10,712.70. There was no change. It was level funded. Okay, now have I covered everything? I'm pretty sure I have. Okay. What we're going to do now, we're going to go back to all the functions. We're going to start with the top one, and what we're going to do is if there's any more questions before any action is taken, if any, and if there's any motions, after the motions, there will be a roll call for any motions made. So we're looking at 1100 regular education. Are there any changes to be made here, or any questions for that matter? I'll take the questions first, then we can take any motions. Okay. Is there any changes that you want to make? If you do, state the number and a line and the page. It will help just a page, so we can find it. You don't need to put that in, Sherry.
We already did.
All right.
I'm just kidding.
Anyone got anything you want to change, or are they okay with this? I'm taking it everybody is okay with this one? Okay, Tom?
Just one question, let's take line number 100-1100, that's page 2. 100-1100-53220-2. Let's see, yeah. What does ESOL stand for? I probably asked this last year.
English for speaking of other languages.
Where are you at?
I'm on the top of page 2. There's a note, community partners, it's line, it says ESOL. What's that abbreviation for?
English as a second language.
English is a secondary language.
Oh, English. Okay, I guess I don't understand the O. I was thinking ESL.
It's English for speakers of other languages.
Okay, all right. Okay, I was thinking ESL, English as a second language. I couldn't figure out the O. And just below that, North Star. What service? I'm assuming that's somebody we contract out to provide some, obviously, contracted service. What type of service is that?
Jan could explain a little more, John, but basically they provide help as far as the kids are concerned, counseling.
Oh, okay. So it's like counseling type of. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I wasn't sure if it was that or if it was, the vocational help or but counseling type outsourcing services. Okay.
You got something you want to say, Jan, or?
That's our dropout prevention counselor work.
Okay.
We work with both families and students.
Did you have any? How successful are they? Do they have a good success rate, bad success rate? Are you happy with them?
I'm happy with them. We graduated every senior last year.
Oh, no kidding. I guess we're going to job.
Larry?
Those of you who may have read about the Underground Railroad, the phrase was always follow the drinking gourd, which was the image of the Big Dipper. And North Star is an echo of that in setting new goals and a positive direction for change.
I'm going to caveat that there was one who did graduate last year. I said we graduated everybody. There was one that did graduate last year.
Okay. Mark?
Community partners and North Star, that's based out of John Powers School. Also, did any of them fall under SPED? None of those? Yeah, go ahead.
North Star is through Stratford Learning Center.
Yeah, I apologize. John
no, that's okay. But John Powers
is right next door.
Yeah. But neither, they both could service a student with disability, but they're not special education services.
Okay. Yeah.
Anybody else got any questions or any changes that want to be made? Okay.
Are you looking for a motion for that function, or how do you wish to proceed?
What I'm going to do is I'm just going to, if we haven't done it, what I want to do is do each function, and if we do make changes to it, we do it now, and then we'll take the motion. And if we're okay with the 1100, with the regular education, I'll make a motion to hold it at, I'll ask for a motion, and might make it.
What?
Well, we
I
can leave it
concur
here.
with Larry's question.
Okay.
If I make the motion to approve the 1100 presentation in its current form, and you give the number, will that be the right motion?
It would be.
Okay.
But, okay, go ahead, you make it.
I'll make the motion, you add the number.
Me?
Yes, what is that dollar amount?
Wait, Tom's got a question before we do anything else.
Okay, my motion hangs in the air.
Well, I thought we had this pretty much settled, but apparently not.
Well, we do. When we went through the technology line and talked about the computer warranties and all that we have, but yet then I see as I go through this yet again, I see we've got yet, I hate to ask about $40 in a $10 million budget, but line number is page 2, line number 100-1100-57340-2, middle computer equipment, $40. If we got our computer stuff covered by the warranty and everything, why would we not just fund that with $1 just to keep the line open?
That isn't repair, that's to buy extra memory for a computer.
Okay. So that's not something that Back Bay, I mean, I guess I don't, because I thought there was a line underneath the technology services that would be.
I believe the line under the technology services for repairs and replacement of existing stuff. This is an upgrade to.
Repairs and maintenance.
And
It's not maintenance,
this is an upgrade.
It's just a memory card.
But I guess I don't understand why that couldn't come out of, on page 18, line 100-2820-54300-1 or -2, repairs and maintenance.
Because it's actually, like Macs don't have CD, DVD slots in them anymore.
Yeah.
So you have to buy an external piece to plug into it to use. So it's not repair, it's not maintenance, it's an actual, you just need to buy that piece of equipment.
Okay, then why wouldn't it be under the, down below 100-2820-57310-1, IT new equipment? Now granted, we don't have enough money in there, we'd have to move $40 over that, and then got $1 in it. But it just seems like that we're starting to get, you know, I like having technology services right here. This is our technology stuff. But yet, when we go through and we look at, hey, under our
Regular education.
yeah, regular education, now we've got technology stuff stuck in there. It seems like and I understand. Okay, we've got to buy a DVD drive, or you know, then it'd have to go somewhere. But it just seems like we're mixing up where the things go. Makes it a little. Kind of hard to, and not that I'm going to say we got to take that out, but if I did, I'd say we have to take it out of there and put it in this other line. But
Reprint everything.
I already have to, so I had to add the note.
Yes, Dave.
To answer your question, it's not a good one, but it's been done that way and it just wasn't fixed. Some lines do require those separations.
Yeah.
For example, for special ed.
Yeah.
And it's just, if you recall, a few years ago, we had transportation in the 1100s, and we moved that one over. So, I mean, that's something that we can look at for the future.
Okay. And like I said, just, you know, it's, as I go through and we started, you know, just reviewing it again, I thought, wait a minute, that's computer stuff. We just talked about computer stuff.
Yeah,
and
I understand
if we'd have talked about the IT, you know, last week, probably it wouldn't have been stuck in my mind. Hey, we just talked about that.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry about that.
That's okay. Any other questions? This is what we're here for. Any other questions? Larry, did you have something? Okay, Tom, go ahead. I thought Larry-
Let's see, on page 2 again, and again, it's because I just saw something else talking about dues. 100-1100-58100-2 and -3, middle and high dues. We just talked about dues for the elementary school and the middle and high school principal. What are these dues for then?
It's for the teachers. So
Okay,
it's
okay.
National, you know,
Okay,
Council of
all right.
Teachers in English and all those sorts of things.
Okay, all right. Again, it's because we just talked about dues, and I see yet another dues line, and okay, I think I'm done now, Mr. Chairman.
Anybody else? Okay. Before I ask for that motion, I want to know, is there any changes you're going to make for yourselves? You may see something that I would hate to lock myself into this. You don't see any changes? I mean, the one you gave us tonight was a change, but you don't see any changes?
No.
Usually we do this at the end, but I'm going to do it here. So,
I hate to ask this again. Again, page 2, 100-1155, 800-3, high travel. The two above that are elementary and middle school travel, but it looks like to me that you're significantly, you're $550 higher than last year and almost $800 higher than you were for fiscal year 18 actual. Are you expecting to do that much more traveling? Are people going to conferences? Is this just trying to figure out why the 550 difference and the almost 800 over the last actual that we've got?
So it's what they put in based on what conferences and courses they're expecting to go to.
Okay, so this is travel because of the, what's that called? The professional development, okay. And you're seeing those lines go up. They're using more than they were, so okay, all right. Okay, Chairman, I'll stop looking at it now.
all right. Okay, apparently, I think the questions are done. Is there anything in here you want to change? If not, then I will take a motion to accept the regular education at $3,237,569.87.
So moved.
I want a good motion.
As the chairman just said, a motion to accept the regular ed budget
Yep.
in the amount of $3,237,569.87. Should that include the idea to set and send to the deliberative session? Or are we still early on that?
Okay, this budget can change all the way up to the deliberative session.
Exactly my
Okay,
point.
it can be changed. That's the last time it'll be able to be changed, so I just need a second.
I'll second.
Okay, Tammy seconds it. Any discussion? Seeing none, I'm gonna take a roll call vote. I'll start with Dave.
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
Amy?
Yes.
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 Aaron?
Yes.
The chair says yes. So the motion passes unanimously.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, no, we get the whole 8-0. Thank you, Larry. Okay, next one, 1200, special education. Are there any questions here? Or any changes that want to be made?
I do have
Go ahead,
kind of a
Peg.
technical question.
All right.
Being on the school board, can I make a motion? I know I can vote, but can I make a motion
I
to
don't see-
approve?
Try this one.
Huh?
Very good.
No, I didn't know the right, I mean, I know I can vote,
Yeah.
but
You can
since
vote.
I'm really,
What it is you vote with the school board, how you ever voted on this, you vote their way.
okay, so I cannot make a motion to approve anything.
I don't see
on the
why you
school-
can't.
Okay, all right,
We're all gonna vote, but you have to side whatever way you voted with the school board.
okay. All right, thank you. Just technicality here.
Wait a minute.
I wanted to
Larry?
make sure that,
That you have full statutory authority, save you may not be the chair of the board, vice chair of the board.
thank you. Since I can read numbers.
Any questions, any changes?
Make a motion.
Make your motion.
I will make a motion.
Oh, okay, before you do that. Okay, go ahead. We're not making no changes. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
I will make a motion to approve the special ed budget, the total $1,200 for $2,576,666.86.
Second.
Second by Larry. Discussion. Seeing none, I'll call the roll. I'll start on this end.
Yes.
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 Chair says yes. 8-0, passes. Now the next one. I just went through all the sped, correct? Yep. Okay.
Is Medicaid?
Yep. Medicaid fees. Function 1299. Any questions here? Or I'll take any questions or any changes? Seeing none, looking for a motion.
Make a motion, we approve function 1299 in the amount of $9,200.
Wait a minute, okay, yep. And second by Larry. Discussion. Seeing none, I'll call the roll. I'll start with that in again.
Yes.
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 Chair says yes. Motion passes 8-0. Next one, 1300, vocational programs. Are there any questions here? Or any changes want to be made?
I've got
Go ahead, Tom.
line number 100-1300-55610-3. Looks like you had a fair number of kids going for vocational education tuition in fiscal year 18. Did you have roughly half the number enrolled this year? Is that why the number is roughly half?
Yes, I always budget what we currently have at the time.
Okay, all right. That's what I thought, and I just thought I'd double check.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Any other questions? Then I'll be looking for a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the vocational programs budget, 1,300 for $96,406.51.
Anybody second it?
I'll second.
Okay, I lost, I forgot who it was. Tammy?
Or David?
Or Dave. Pick
Oh.
one.
Oh.
I'll second.
Okay, Tammy will take it. Okay, any more discussion? Okay, I'll call the roll. I'll start with on the left.
Yes.
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 Chair says yes. So 8-0, the motion passes. Okay. Function 1400, other instructional programs. Any questions here? Any changes want to be made? One more time, any questions? Tom, go ahead.
Just not about any particular line. How many different sports teams do we support in the co-curricular activities? I know we've got volleyball and basketball. Just
Soccer.
Oh,
Soccer,
okay.
volleyball, boys basketball, girls basketball, softball, baseball. Our football is shared with Forest.
Okay.
We pay per kid that participates. Spirit team when we have enough girls.
Okay. I had somebody at work ask me what sports we had, and I knew we had basketball and volleyball. I wasn't sure about anything else. And I totally forgot about the softball field there that just got rebuilt. So.
Okay. Any changes to be made? Larry?
Yes, it should be noted we have a superb volleyball team.
Okay. We certainly do. Okay. Seeing none, I'll take a motion.
I move we accept function 1400 in the amount of $202,124.96.
Any second?
Second.
Second by Dave. Discussion. Seeing none, call the roll. Start with you, David.
Yes.
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 Chair says yes. Motion passes 8-0. 2120, guidance. Any questions? Any changes? Nate?
Did everybody see the breakdown for the guidance counselors? Just want to make sure you guys saw it. If there's any questions on it.
Thank you, Nate.
Any questions? Any changes in the budget? Tom?
I just noticed, I hate me looking at this budget again. Page 9, number 100-2120-57350-3, a high school. I just realized that's furniture, not furnace, isn't it?
Correct.
Okay. I was wondering, wait a minute, furnace, why would you that in here? Yeah, that was right under, yeah, okay. I'm sorry.
$150. That's a good one.
I'm not gonna give much for that, though.
All right.
It's not a computer.
Okay, all right.
Any other questions? Seeing none. Any changes? Seeing none, I'm looking for a motion.
I'll move to accept line 2120 guidance in the amount of $321,051.24.
Okay, the motion was made by Dave.
I'll second it.
Second by Peg. By
Peg.
Peg. Do that. Okay.
Hi, I'm Peggett.
All right. I'll vote list that one down, probably. Any discussion? Seeing none, we'll call the roll. Start on Aaron.
Yes.
Oh, this is gonna be bad.
Peggett says yes.
Yes.
Aye.
Yes.
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 Chair says yes. Motion passes 8-0. Next function, 2130, nurse. Any questions?
Yes, I do have one.
Okay, Mark.
100-2130-57-350-1. What is the new equipment again, please?
What
Or that
page?
On page 9.
That's a stethoscope, a scale.
What is the new?
And I don't remember what
Something
the-
else, too.
I specifically asked that.
Stethoscope before, so what is it?
Repairing the refrigerator.
I think it was a repair of refrigerator. So yes.
Glad you had that, yeah. Dave remembers 2 or 3.
Monitor scale, office stethoscope, batteries, replace recovery couch, sure, that was last year's. Repair refrigerator and equipment, so there's just, because we have all the, we do all the, testing at elementary for high school kids and everything, the ear test, your vision and hearing.
Okay. Any other questions? Is there any changes in the budget? I don't want to rush it. All set? Okay, need a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the 2130 nurse budget for $154,259.98.
I need a second.
Second.
Second by Tom. Discussion. Seeing none, I'll call the roll. Start with you again.
Yes.
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 Chair says yes. 8-0, the motion passes. 2220, library.
We missed improvement
Whoops.
of instruction.
2210.
Oh, gosh. All right, 2210, thank you. Improvement of instruction. Any questions, any reductions? I mean, any changes? Any changes? Okay. All right, then I'm looking for a motion.
I move we approve function 2210 for an amount of $44,000.
Need a second?
I'll second.
Okay. Tammy, second by
Tammy
Tammy.
first.
Okay, discussion? Seeing none, we'll call the roll. Start with Aaron.
Yes.
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 And yes.
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 Chair says yes. Motion passes 8-0. Now I can get the 2220 library. Any questions? Any changes? Go ahead, Tom.
Page 11, line number 100-2220-56400-2, library software. That sounds like an awful specific number. I probably asked this one whenever this was the first time. What is that something in particular you're after? Seems like an awful specific number to go up, and $595. That seems like you're after purchasing something with that.
Those are her database renewals,
Okay.
so she knows how much they're gonna go up. The other thing we did was she'd been paying for those out of some other lines, AV and book lines, so we tried to move everything into the line it belonged to.
Okay. All right.
Any other questions? Tom?
Oh, that's furniture, not furnace. 100-2220-56500-1, just above the furnace line. Library software, that again seemed like a very specific number. Is that, again, software renewal?
Software vendors, I have a list of them, and we get bids, proposals.
Okay, so it just sounded very specific, so that's something you got
There are 5
targeted for.
different systems.
Okay.
Different numbers.
All right, okay, it just seems, when I see numbers that are like $914, that's very specific. It makes me think that you've got that targeted for something.
Any,
And I'm
you got a
done.
Oh, I gotta make sure. Any other questions? Any changes? Okay, I'm looking for a motion for the library, 2220.
I move to accept the function for the library on function 2220 in the amount of $154,002? Yeah,
278.
278.29.
Need a second?
Second.
Okay, second by Peg. Discussion. Seeing none. Call a roll. Start with Aaron.
Yes.
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 Chair says yes. Motion passes 8-0. Function 2310, school board. Any questions? Any changes? Seeing none, and I'm going to ask for a motion. You, Larry, do you have one?
No.
No, I'll make a motion to accept function 2310, the school board, for $52,140.13.
Second.
Second by Larry. Discussion. Seeing none, I'm gonna call the roll. I'm gonna keep swapping. Oh, Dave.
Yes.
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 And yes.
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 Chair says yes. Motion passes 8-0. Next one, 2320 SAU expense. Any questions? Or any changes? No questions? No changes? Now we're looking for a motion to accept SAU.
I'll make a motion to accept the SAU function 2320 for $413,035.34.
Need a second?
Second.
Second by Tom. Discussion? Seeing none, I'm gonna call the roll.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
That's which way we
Yes.
started.
Yes.
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 The chair says yes. Motion passes 8-0. 8-0. Next function, 2410, Office of Principal. Any questions? Any changes? Tom, go ahead.
I'm looking at page 13, line number 100-2410-53200-3. This for the accreditation, 4520. Do we know that that's going to be enough for the application and any other activities that have to occur to submit the application?
Yes, that covers the $1,000 to get candidacy, that covers the first year dues, and that covers two $200 seminars that we'll have to send people to.
Okay, I would like us to really emphasize, once we've settled on the budget, that the proposed budget, as opposed to the default, does include money to start the accreditation process.
Any other questions? Yes, Mark.
What's the yearly dues to be accredited?
$3,200.
And that does for us what, again?
The dues, that keeps all the resources available to us, but again, it's a 10-year cycle, so we're constantly sending them a report, getting feedback from them, sending them a new report next year, getting feedback for them, and being part of the cycle. I can bring the whole sheet if you'd like that talks about the.
Just in a nutshell, being accredited does for us what?
Yep, so kids, it helps them get into some colleges. There are some colleges that don't like to take kids from schools that aren't accredited. There are also, it says, people, when they look to where to move, one of the things they check for is are the schools accredited? So it also helps to improve property values in town.
Because I guess what I'm trying to get a hold of is, for that amount of money, in a $10 million budget, $3,000 a year really isn't a whole heck of a lot. But in the years I've been here, I really haven't seen, and I can go to a small circle, I haven't seen where it's held back students from going to college or going to certain colleges.
Depends on some of the ones that they're applying to. So there are some colleges that it doesn't make any difference to whatsoever.
I know it didn't make a difference to Cornell. I know it didn't make, and that's pretty high in college.
If they transfer, let's say that they move to a different state, some schools won't accept credits from non-accredited high schools. So we don't have a whole lot of people that move, out, but that's also a concern sometimes.
But that's, I mean, I know a student who went to University of Michigan, and her college, they wouldn't accept, when she went to Mass School of Pharmacy, they wouldn't accept the credits from University of Michigan. So, explain that one to me. So the accreditation, again, $10 million budget, it's really small money.
The key for me is that it holds us accountable. Are we doing what we need to do according to the newest standards? So are we reflective on our practice, and are we improving where we need to improve? So within the building, are we doing what we need to do? And we can look at our stuff and say, yeah, we're doing great, but we need to look at our stuff in comparison to the standards and say, yes, we're doing more here. No, we're not doing so well here. What do we need to do to keep moving us forward?
And so now, and it is held in, so they're no longer looking at the structure of the building, they're looking at the academic portion.
Yep, they look at the structure too, but it's not going to not get us accredited. What's more important is what's going on inside the classroom. But they do also look at the building.
Errol?
I really understand what you just said, because in New York State, the Regents exam, there was such a, you have a public perception here about people, I know we're on TV, sometimes writing Facebook and things like that. Why isn't Newt, why doesn't Newt have this? But in New York, it was the same thing, the Regents exam, but they don't give a Regents exam here. So when you applied to schools, what did it mean that you had a 98 on the Regents? So I know what Mark is saying, and this is a very difficult question to answer and import whether we want to look at it or not, to me, it's somewhat of a perception, and you say to yourself, well, all the things he's saying are really the case. So, but this is a thing that there is, like Jan is saying, there's an element of reflection here, where you can reflect upon practice and so forth. But you know, I'm respectfully going with what the administrative team has come up with. But yet, there's the two schools of thought. There's, as a result of this, what does it really mean? And to some, if you look through that lens, it means a lot. And to some, you know, it's all the things that Mark said. So there's no completely quote-unquote correct answer. And it's a very good discussion, and I know we discussed a lot of things. But.
Hey.
I think Dave had his hand up first.
Oh, not that I'm an expert, but I do have a vague recollection back in my college days. I did have some involvement in college admissions related stuff, and it's like, while your example where they got in a Cornell fine without this is like, I think this is it's still going to be a small differentiator. If you've got two people applying, you only have one position open, they're almost identical, and one of them's from an accredited school and one of them's from a not. The one that's going to be from the accredited school will probably get a slight advantage in terms of college admission. It's not going to make or break it, but if they have limited spots and similar people, it's a small delineator. How much of an impact it's going to actually have, probably very, very small.
On a $10 million budget.
Yeah.
$3,000 isn't going to make or break. My little caveat is that we went this route before. We spent the money before. And we're back in the same spot again.
I asked that specific question, because I even asked them to give me the documentation from 2003, and they couldn't find it. So I said, okay.
Well, there's a person that's up there on staff that did all the legwork.
Yep.
So,
and I said to George Edwards, I said, so there's a little bit of a bitter taste in people's mouths because they went through the process and then were told, don't bother. He said it's a complete philosophy change. Again, that was 2 directors ago. Even the last director had a different philosophy than that. And again, he will be coming out to visit the staff, and I'll let you all know when he'll be there so you can ask questions as well.
Okay.
I guess maybe as a former teacher, retired teacher, and having gone through the process twice, I really have to echo what Jan said about looking at what you are doing in your particular school, and are you providing the very best that you can according to standards? And unless you actually have that little place where you can look, you don't always see it. I mean, I saw that huge difference at the middle school when we were going through the process, going, oh, ooh, all right, we really need to do this. And even then, it wasn't so much the physical as the academic and what you're providing for the students. So I personally think it's very important.
Larry?
That slightly to the side. One, you have to believe that the New Hampshire legislature is composed of people of ability. That having been said, 5 of us, Republican and Democrat, on municipal and county government, were New York State Regents Scholarship holders. The reputation of the New York State Regents diplomas was considerable, and its utility in life. Used cars, same point. Good used car dealer, 3-month warranty, 100% of labor, 3,000 miles. Certified, 100,000 miles, all major systems. When you're going for accreditation, you're making the long-term commitment that the systems are going to be continually reviewed and are long-term guaranteed.
Dave?
One quick question. I didn't think to ask this when we talked about this earlier. You gave a breakdown in terms of like 1,000 was for the application. There were two $200 things, and it was like the 3,000 for the first year. Is that 3,000 only once actually accredited? Like, as in, we're going to apply for, we're going to spend 1,000 to do the initial application.
Once they give us candidacy status, then you start paying dues.
Okay.
Larry?
If I remember, once you have candidacy status, instead of accreditation on the what are you accredited by, you can say we are in candidate status.
They'll be able to put it on the transcript.
On the
We ask
transcript,
in
yes.
parentheses candidacy.
And by my math, that is 0.3 of 1%. Nate?
Of what?
Of the total budget.
Thank you, Nate.
Oh, okay, got it.
Tom, go ahead.
I'm going to play devil's advocate a little bit here. I heard a lot of talk about it being holding you to the standard and do you meet the standard and all that. What has been stopping us for the last, how many years from doing that ourselves? Just because, it doesn't require an outside body to assess the school as to whether or not they're meeting the standards. The school could do that themselves and not depend on the outside body to do so. Just to throw that out there, that if that's a overriding reason to do it, because somebody's going to hold us to the standard, well, yeah, no, we can do that ourselves. We don't have to depend on the outside body to do that and give them $3,200 a year to do that. Like I said, just to pay devil's advocate just a little bit, because I'm hearing a lot about the outside body's going to do this or going to do that. Yeah, well, we can do that ourselves. We don't have to depend on them to do that.
You all set, Tom?
Yep, I'm good.
Okay, any more questions? Any changes? And I'm going to ask for a motion for 2410, Office of Principal.
I make a motion for the function 2410 Office of the Principal to accept the budget of $694,000, $778.62.
The second.
Second.
Second by Larry. Discussion. Seeing none, going to call the roll. Dave?
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Chair says yes. Motion passes 8-0. The function 2610, Operation and Maintenance. Any questions? Any changes?
Got
Go ahead, Tom.
question, page 15, 100-2610-54330-1. Do you believe the 4272 will be enough to for the additional maintenance that'll be required for the softball field?
Yes.
Any other questions? Any changes?
Man,
Go ahead, Dave.
talking about the
Shoot.
softball field, I want to bring up another issue. We have a scoreboard that's been donated. It was over $3,000. We have not put it up yet, so it's not in the budget. So what our plan is, when we do the warrant articles, I hope the rest of the board goes along with it. I would like to see that we pay to have that scoreboard installed. It's been sitting there for a year. How long has it been sitting there?
1 year, we got it before
Yeah,
season last
yeah.
year.
Yeah, so I'd like to have it put up.
Absolutely.
Just want the board to be aware of that.
Won't do us any good sitting on the ground.
It's a donation over $3,000.
Okay. Okay, any changes? No more questions? Gonna need a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the 2610 operations and maintenance Budget proposal of $833,608.67.
A second?
Second.
Second by Tom. Discussion? Seeing none, I'm gonna call the roll. Aaron?
Yes.
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 Chair says yes. Motion passes 8-0. 2710, transportation. Any questions? Any changes? Go ahead.
Chairman, looking at page 17, line numbers 100-2710-56260-1 and -2. I don't remember if I asked this before or not when we were talking about these lines last meeting. Does the school or can the school participate in the WEX program that the town was before?
Go ahead, Nate.
We currently are, yes.
Okay. That saved the town a huge amount of money.
Larry?
Yep.
Oops, I'm sorry. I'll get you again.
No, they had another comment from the audience.
Okay.
Yeah, we do that, and we look at the both prices as well,
Yep.
too, when we're looking at the purchases.
Okay.
You know, state, but, you know, state.
Yeah, state versus the
local.
WEX, which one's cheaper? Okay.
What's that, Tom?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, Larry?
I believe, from what was said at the selectmen's meeting, that the state contract price is presently going below what WEX is offering. Aaron, do you remember that? Or Nate?
I only know for one product, just for gas. It is true for gas. The state is less.
Any other questions? Any changes? Seeing none. I need a motion for 2710, transportation.
I move we accept function 2710 transportation in the amount of $621,492.76.
Second?
Second.
Second by Peg. Discussion? Seeing none. I'm gonna call a roll. Start with you, David.
Yes.
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 Chair says yes. Motion passes 8-0. Function 2711, special ed transportation. Any question?
Tim said that he's providing all services now, so you're not using provider or for a student, you'll be able to cover it. So do we, is it, I mean, you know, you're already budgeted, so you already know what you have, and he asked you, there's nothing coming in the pipeline.
No, I think Nate might be able to answer this better. It's traditionally been held for just in case purposes.
You just, so the 15,000 just in case.
Yeah, we currently don't have anyone. We're currently not using that provider, any providers. So the 5 and the 10,000 is a buffer, just in case.
Any other questions? Any changes? Okay. I need a motion for the 2711, special ed transportation.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait, you got a question, or are you gonna?
No, I'll make the motion to accept 2711 special ed transportation in the amount of $15,000.
Need a second?
Second.
Second by
Second.
Tom. Any discussion? Seeing none, I'm gonna call the roll. Aaron?
Yes.
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 Chair says yes. Motion passes 8-0. 2725, field trip co-curricular. Any questions there? Any changes? Okay. I need a motion for 2725, field trip co-curricular.
I'll make a motion to approve 2725 field trip coordinator driver for $10,712.70.
Okay, so need a second?
Second.
Second by, I guess I couldn't, you, Tom?
Second, yeah.
Okay, Tom, second by Tom. Discussion. Seeing none, I need a motion for 2725 field trip co-curricular.
You need a
You got
motion.
a, you
You
got
have
a
the
motion and a
motion.
Oh, I
second.
got a motion already?
Yeah, Peg made the motion, Tom seconded it.
I'm
We
sorry.
just need the roll call.
Oh, okay.
It's getting late.
Yes, it is getting late and tired. Okay, roll call. And start with you, David.
Yes.
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 Chair says yes. Motion passes 8-0. Okay, now I'll get this one right. 2820, technology services. Any questions? Tom?
In general, for the first three lines, 100-2820-53, 200-1, 2, and 3, did I hear you right? Did I hear you say that you, when you submitted the contract for bid, nobody but Back Bay bid on it?
Correct.
Okay.
Any other questions? Okay, any changes? Seeing none, I'm going to be asking for a motion for 2820, technology services.
I'll make a motion to approve 2820 technology services for $107,847.31.
Need a second?
Second.
Second by Tom. Discussion. Seeing none, I'm going to call the roll. Aaron?
Yes.
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 Chair says yes. Motion passes 8-0.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, Dave. Did you have another question, or?
No.
I was just a little too fast. Okay, now I got a function 2900, support services. Any questions? This one we can't really change.
So I'll make a motion to approve 2900 support services for $66,437.67.
Need a second?
A second.
Second by Tammy. Discussion. Seeing none, I'm gonna call the roll. Aaron?
Yes.
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 Chair says yes. Motion passes. It's 8-0. I don't think this one here we have any choice either, but we'll make it 5100, sale of bonds and notes. Any questions? We can't make no changes to this.
In that case, I'll make the motion
See him come repossessed.
to accept I'm sorry, did you have a question?
No, I'm just being my
Okay.
typical smart aleck engineer and self telling, hey, come repossess it.
A number I can read. To accept the line 5100 sale of bonds and notes in the amount of $276,078.75.
Second.
Second by Peg. Discussion. Seeing none. Call the rolls.
Yes.
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 Chair says yes. Motion passes 8-0. This other one too is, most of this, I'm gonna call it anyway because we need to have that. Function 5221, transfer to food service. Any questions on that? I don't think we can touch that either. Need a motion.
I move we accept function 5221 transfer to food service in the amount of $27,462.
Need a second.
I'll second.
Second by Tammy. Any other discussion? Seeing none, I'm gonna call the roll. Is that way, Aaron?
Yes.
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 Chair says yes. Motion passes 8-0. Okay, I gotta make sure I get this one right. The function 5222, transfer for grant expenditures. Any questions? Actually, this is another one that's pretty much stable, but nevertheless. I'll need a motion on this. We can't do nothing with this one.
I'll make a motion to accept 5222, the amount of $339,137.
Second.
Second by Larry. Discussion. Seeing none, call the roll. I'm gonna call David.
Yes.
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 Chair says yes. Motion passes 8-0. Okay, I think did I miss something here? Grant expenditure, okay.
Don't think so.
No.
No, food service. 3,100, food service. Any questions here? I think this is not a line that we can't do anything with either. Okay, I would need a motion.
I move we accept the 3,100 food service function in the amount of $243,721.02.
Oh, the general, with it.
Second.
Okay, and any discussion? Okay. You want to call the roll, Aaron?
Yes.
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 Yes again.
Yes.
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 Chair says yes, motion passes 8-0. Larry, I guess I missed something here, but I was gonna add it down below the grand total, but I'll do it anyway. The total of 100 general fund. Okay, I would rather not do that one, because what it is, I wanna get the total, because you're gonna add the food service to it. If it's already, Larry?
Means nothing. Fine.
Okay, so the total, the grand total, did I cover everything on the food and everything?
Yep.
Yes, everything, all the groups are
Okay.
covered.
All right, the grand total for the fiscal year 20 is $10,497,009.66, an increase of $204,068.86. And it's an increase of 2.1%.
The 2.1 or 2.21?
Without federal grants, it's 2.21.
Okay, without the federal grants, okay. Did you get that, Chairman? Okay. The only comment, I'm gonna make a comment on this. I've been to 3 of their 4 budget sessions, and I will tell you, it was not very easy to go through this. They were courteous enough to give me worksheets while I was there so I could follow what was going on. They tried very hard, line by line, to find out, can we do without this, or can we find money elsewhere? And it's been really rough, and they come to a point where they decided to pull some money out of the budget. I'm gonna pull some items out of there. So we're gonna see them as warrant articles. They're gonna take a chance and let the voters decide. If they did not do this, this budget would be much higher. But they did do an awful lot of work. And, yes, Doug?
Well, can I ask you to vote on that bottom number, please? Even though it adds up to that. So your minutes showing that that's going to be your total budget that you're presenting, your budget. The voters, even though it possibly can show.
Okay, I know what I didn't do. Okay. I need a motion to send the grand total to the public hearing that will be held at January 10th. The number is $10,497,009.66. This will be going to the public hearing for the school.
Of January 8th?
On January 10th.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I move that we accept the school budget in the amount of grand total of $10,497,009.66.
I need a second.
For the public hearing of January 10th.
Yes.
For the public hearing of January 10th.
Yeah.
Second.
Okay, second by Larry. Any discussion on this? Which I should have saved my comments for that. But I know it's the default is way down. I think the default's going to do a lot of damage if it goes through.
We need to vote on this before any more.
Roll call, please.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, keep me in check. It's getting.
All right.
No, you're still in discussion. You can have a second for discussion. So you can
Okay, second for discussion. Okay, I had the discussion. There's no more discussion. Okay, now we'll call the roll. I'll start with David.
Yes.
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 Chair says yes, it is. The motion passes 8-0. Thank you for keeping me in line. I do make mistakes, I'm going to continue to make them.
I have another thing I'd like to bring your budget to be aware of. We found in the last legislative session that the state is coming out with a lot of unfunded mandates that do affect the school. And what I've asked, and I've asked my board and they agreed, after the election, we're gonna call in our representatives and ask them to come in and ask them to be cautious of these unfunded mandates because they're passing them on us. And what it affects, it does affect your bottom line. It adds work to our personnel, and also adds other costs that we have not budgeted for. And I'll try to, once I get a list of them, I've asked the New Hampshire School Board Association for dealing with it at that end of it. Once we find out all of them, I'll present them to you as a board so you can see what they are. But we are being hit with unfunded mandates, even though they said they weren't gonna do it, they are doing it. And no money.
No money. This is what we're gonna have to keep an eye on. But this, I wanna just continue.
Thank you very much.
Okay, what I wanna do is just make sure that, and I should put the number, point the number out for that default. I'm just gonna put it out there. This is nothing we have any control over. The default budget for the fiscal year 20 is, make sure I get it right, $10,421,276.91. A reduction of $87,748.77. I particularly feel.
What? No.
Whoop, what they do now?
You must be looking at an old copy. The default budget should be $10,421,276.91. A reduction of $75,732.75.
Yeah, my error, I put too many of these together. Okay. Did everybody get that? All right. The only thing, a comment I'm gonna make, I think it's going to do a lot
Bob,
of...
I'm
What?
sorry, David just made kind of the wrong comment.
We'll try
Because
again?
it's not a decrease, it's the difference between the default
Oh, okay.
and what our proposed is.
Okay, I made
which
that
is-
mistake as well.
Okay,
It's
I
the
just wanted to
difference
make
between
sure
the
that was
two.
clear.
Thank you, Peg.
You're welcome.
I thought I came prepared tonight. Apparently I have a slip up. My personal thing is, this is gonna do damage to the education. The 2.12% is not out of line. And the board has supported it. I know the default, the way it was put together, it makes it very difficult because every time they did something to the proposed one, it was gonna affect the default. And that's gonna, more information will be coming out of that from the deliberative session. So if there's no more, I'm gonna go back to my agenda. Okay, I'm going to close this special session and this committee.
I'm just gonna let the board be aware, we're going to jump right on those warrant articles.
Okay.
And we'll try to get to you as soon as possible. It's gonna be the board's priority. If we have to have an extra meeting, we'll do it.
Okay, well, I thought we were gonna talk about that tomorrow night, but that's okay, we'll do it now.
You can speak all you want.
You know? But we are very limited in time.
I know you are.
Okay? What I'll do is I'll give you a calendar for January. I also gotta make sure I get enough members. The one thing we're not going to do, we're not going to come in half hour early before the public hearing. It has to be done before that, because I don't wanna come in here, some of the members won't even make it here on time. Okay? I have just 2 dates in mind that I can only move so much, and Larry, is there something you want to say?
Yes, following up on Doug's comment, there are changes in the legislative landscape for New Hampshire. The Executive Council has shifted. Joe Kenny, who had many admirable things to say for him, his presentations. Mike Cryans from the North Country was elected, a strong supporter for public education, a former teacher himself, a person who had run a drug treatment center. The legislature has shifted to a Democratic majority, and the Senate has shifted to a Democratic majority. And so for those who support and want pressure brought on the legislature for public education, this is a good time.
Okay. I think you hit number 7. No, we're too far ahead. Okay. Yes, Doug?
Are you all done with us?
Yes, we're all done. We're going back in our regular session.
Can I make a motion to adjourn? My board?
I would like to thank you all. I thought you brought up some very good things for us to take a look at for next year. And I want to thank you very much. The lens you spoke gave us was very, very helpful. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
I'll make a motion that the school board may now adjourn.
I can court early this morning.
Do I get a second?
Second.
Aye.
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 Thank you very much.
All right.
Thank you, school board members.
We're going to go into session real quick. Okay, we have the approval of minutes. I have some in front of you. The wrong one again. The October 16th.
Okay. I have a couple of questions. Do I want to make?
You can make the motion.
All right, I'll make a motion to approve
Subject.
minutes of Tuesday, October 16th, subject to corrections that I will be more than happy to go over.
Okay.
And we need a second?
Second.
Yeah, second from Larry. Okay.
All right,
Now discussion.
page 2. Let's see, under town financial report, minor things, teacher and me. The line 4194, the line shows $1, add an S,
What?
please.
What? What are you?
Right under town financial report, it says that first bullet.
Wait a minute, I gotta pull it up.
Okay. Sorry. Add an S, please.
That's the November.
October 16th.
October 16th.
Is he read grammar?
Not having it.
Yeah, right. It's very important to me.
Wait a second.
Good night, Mr.
Line
Shute.
shows.
Yes,
Night,
add an S.
All right, peg it. Hurry up.
Peg it.
Okay.
Okay, now let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The ninth dot under that heading. Warrant articles. The FD, which I'm assuming is the fire department, did not buy BUI. BUI.
That's right.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm obnoxious, but you know what can I say? I'll be quiet.
Okay, pick any more?
English, yes. This is kind of a biggie. On page 3, update for school and town schedule. Mr. Carrier also let the committee know that the town.
Where are you?
On page 3,
Yeah.
under update for school and town schedule.
Third
Thank
paragraph.
Bottom paragraph. And I'm not sure whether it's Mr. Carrier, town will not make the October 18th deadline. That was a Sunday.
That should have been, I think, I don't have the calendar, I think it was the 20.
But there was nothing on that October calendar.
I gave him a deadline on that. We'll not make the October.
Okay. Anyway, I don't know. I mean, I don't have November, but
I don't have it either.
I mean, there's nothing in October for them to.
Okay, I think I had
November?
it. November 19th, I believe I had it. That's where I wanted it. No, the 20th, because that's when we were going to meet. Actually, we're going to meet in November 20th, because I wanted all the
But there's
all the-
nowhere in no.
I got my calendar here. I know. You may have another one. That thing has changed so much lately.
Okay, but have they this is the latest one that you gave us. Have they given us any information with their budgets yet?
Yes,
I
they
mean, I haven't
have.
seen anything.
Yeah, you will tonight. They have given it to me. What it is, I had to give them an extension because I had the 20th. So we can get all this material at our November 20th meeting. I have it tonight.
All right, so I'm just saying these dates are all messed up then.
I gave them the extension to the 12th. Okay.
So, okay, so they gave it to us yesterday, all right, which is the 12th.
Okay.
Okay,
When
and then,
we get the 18th, we're going
All
to
right.
put it the 20th. Okay?
Okay,
The
wait a
12th
second.
was given, huh?
hold on, I mean, there could not have been an October 18th deadline, because that's a Sunday. I don't know if they were gonna give it to you on a Sunday or not, but,
Oh, I forgot to look at that again.
October 18th is Sunday.
Let me take a look at that.
well, according to, oh, no, never mind.
October
I'm
18th
looking
is
at-
this Thursday.
I
I'd have
don't
to go-
like not having all of my calendars right together.
Well, the thing is,
So,
it's changed.
never mind, okay, never
It
mind.
changed a
Well, it
lot.
has changed, but what was said in the meeting by Bob
Okay,
is that October 18th deadline, but he gave them an extension to November 12th.
okay,
I can go back and look at the video again,
You-
but if you remember, this is from October 16th.
Yeah.
So
and
is that this year?
16th, yes, and I gave them a deadline because I was trying.
Okay,
And the extension couldn't have been to the 12th because that
November
was
12th.
Veterans Day.
Yeah, but November
So it had
12th.
to have been the 13th.
No, I gave them to the 12th because I just got
It
this
doesn't
budget this
change
morning.
what he said, though.
Yeah.
The dates may be wrong, but it doesn't
Huh?
change what
Okay.
he said.
Okay, November 12th. I
He
did
could
give them
say
that.
2020 if it's, you have to keep it what the notes,
Yep.
what is said in the meeting.
if that's what he said, that's
Once
fine.
again, I can look at the video and we can confirm it.
It's okay.
I might be able to convert. Let me go find my calendars, which changed every.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. I mean, I will look at the video, and if the date is not the 18th, then I will make it the date that you said on
All
the
right.
video, because it has to reflect the notes.
Okay. This is why I hate tabling these things if I have to.
I know. And I have no other,
Has anybody else got any errors?
finish reading all the grammar.
Sorry.
It is insignificant, but not being voted onto the board, it would be impossible for me to abstain from the vote on the board.
There is one I want to change, and it's got, here it says absent, on, right to the right side of roll call present. She was excused. That, did you see that one
Wait a
there?
second, I was listening to what? Okay, so,
That one shouldn't even be there. I don't know why it went over there. You have her excused, which is what she was supposed to be.
no, I was talking, Larry, yes, okay, I understand. I will remove that.
It means nothing to me.
No, but it should be reflected there.
No,
Any
it's
other?
not that. He said that he had not been voted on the board yet, but I have him as abstain from making the amendment changes and stuff. I need to remove him from that.
I can still abstain and not participate.
Okay, you were voted on what it is, you did not, you can only sit, I brought you up here, but you couldn't vote on anything. That's the only thing, because he was appointed. Is there any other changes in here?
If you notice also, it says absent. Down here, a quorum was present. Ms. Hutchings was excused. So
Yeah.
it's already on there.
Yeah,
So
I don't know
need to-
why this one came across, it's in the wrong place to start with, I don't know why it jumped over there.
It's just the way that I
Okay,
focus the notes.
okay, that one there needs to go out, it doesn't need to be there.
Okay.
Okay, well, because she's already been excused. Any others? Okay, we don't need a roll call here, we just need a majority. Did I got a second on that? Yes, Larry? Did you second that?
Larry seconded it.
Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Those opposed? Okay, motion passes 8-0.
No, I abstained because I wasn't here for
That's
that
right, you
meeting.
were
I
not
can't
here.
vote.
Oh boy, I gotta take notes when I go home.
Are you
I thought we just talked about it. I was excused.
Yes, you were excused.
I contacted the chairman prior to the meeting, so
You did.
I was sick.
Okay, now, I need a motion to, for the, table the minutes of November 8th, rather, because we don't have them just yet. And
Yep.
she's still in sync with the RSA, because it was very short this time between meetings, so I need a motion to,
I'll make a motion to table the minutes of November 8th.
second by Larry. Any discussion on this? Okay? Well, all those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion passes 8-0. Next line, any other business that may come before the board. What I have here tonight is the budgets. I can do this after we get settled down. It's in here. Everybody. Oh, yeah. But we'll get through all this stuff and then I'll take it out after. Okay? Now, there's no questions or comments, so you want to make a comment, Larry, since you're the public?
No.
Okay.
No.
Nothing there. The next meeting's November 20th. Will we have a quorum there? Dave?
Just one, I have one comment we can come back to after your.
Oh, you can go on it now.
Just for educational purposes, for anybody that might be watching the video or something, it's like tied to the school board budget increase of 2.21. For information, 2017, the inflation rate was 2.1, and the 2018 is forecasted at 2.3. So we're dead right now, it's dead in the middle in terms of the inflation rate. So it's not faster than inflation, it's not lower than it, it's right at inflation, which is probably what every budget should be every single year.
Should be. Was that on your table that you made yet the last meeting?
I did not have the 2018 forecasted
Okay.
one, but I do, that table I did have had the historical, what the inflation rates were.
I'd like to bring that up maybe sometime before, because I'm very interested in the way you did. There's a lot of work in there. And I'm going to make copies for everybody. Larry?
Which marketplace? Which market?
This is the United States annual inflation rate.
Okay. Try Boston. As opposed to Dubuque, where the price of galoshes has not changed in 20 years.
Yeah, this is just, like I said, I'm just basing it off of the US one, because
that's good, because I'm...
So overall?
Well, I think that's what it is right now, and hopefully the town will be a little rough one on there, but are we all done with that one, Dave?
Yes.
Or anybody else? Okay, now our next meeting, November 20th. Will everybody be able to make that one?
Should be.
Okay, you want to continue to run it? We can, because we should get the school reports hopefully by tomorrow or the next day. He'll send them out.
Our meeting is tomorrow, so Thursday.
Till Thursday, okay. But we'll still get them before our meeting.
I don't even know. No, you know what? We're almost in the same week. Usually it's the two, never mind.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to get another calendar.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm going to put open dates because the discussion, and I'm still on the question and comments. We are going to use up everything we have in the month of December because we're going to need all 3 meetings for the selectmen. The only thing I did not put in there is we usually have a joint meeting. We don't necessarily have to. We could submit our budget, but we're going to need time ourselves so we can go over it. And I don't know what the last day is. I've already got the dates already set for who's going to come before us. I haven't heard no changes yet because it was circulated around. There was only one change made. And so far, everything is stable. I'm going to give you the schedule on who's coming those nights. But I think unless we get done early, that last one, we can now start putting our numbers in. And we usually go and sit down and negotiate, but it came across that we do not have to. It is our budget. We can submit it, and that's it. Either they'll recommend it or they won't. But I always like to sit down with them.
You're talking about the budget committee budget.
The budget.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, because we're still talking about budgets and we're talking about the town budget.
Well, with the school, we just did it tonight.
Right, yep,
Okay,
that
so
one's
now
done.
Nate's gonna, well, he won't have to make any changes. With the town, you might.
Right, but I just want a clarification. When you said something about we normally sit down
Okay, this
with the
is,
town, I want to make sure that what you're talking about is the budget committee budget.
it's ours. But what
Well-
it is, what we do, we see if we can come to a common ground. Most of the time, nothing changes. It's our budget that goes out there. Okay. I'm not getting through to you?
No, I follow what the differentiation is the budget committee's town budget or the budget committee's administrative budget in terms
The
of
budget
what,
committee's budget,
what we
which
have
is part of the
budgeted
town
for
budget.
paper and
I'm sorry if I can't make it clear. I'm just not good at getting things across. Larry?
Okay, that if the budget committee for its own operation has a budget of $2,000, we present that as part of the regular budget. Is that what we're talking about?
yes, but I still wanted to make sure what Bob was sitting down with was our little teeny tiny portion.
Or the $4 million budget.
Yeah, the 2,000 or the 4 million of
Right.
the town.
For our two, I will, Betsy and I will probably be presenting the library budget, and I may have been tapped for glory to present the ZBA budget. Those are small fish. Regarding the town budget, if we're talking about the same thing historically, we do not have, all due respect to present company, the number crunching staff and payroll to create the multiple line budget the way the town administrator and department heads staff have put together. So that has been a cooperative effort, and historically we have pegged our budget to the line item corrections that the town has put together from our quote recommendation and thou shalts. So that's how that has gone. My one small objection is, for my money, a PowerPoint presentation is background. You do not have to sit there with a paper copy in front of me and read the sweet blessed screen to me. Tell me your major changes, the background ups and downs that speak to the budget. That was a 30-second rant. Thank you.
Just so you know what it is, part of the lines going to go across is that you're going to have the department's request. You'll have the selectman's number. Then we put ours side by side. But they have everything in there that they make the changes for us. You know, whatever changes we make, I don't have all this. I might now, but I don't know if, no, I don't think I can. There's PDF forms in here. But anyway, it's just something that we always did, but we don't, if we stay the course, we stay the course, and they make the changes for us. They give it to us.
Yeah, all right, that was it.
Okay.
I totally understand that part.
If I would have given you
just
an
need
example.
clarification of something.
Okay.
That's okay.
All right.
I'm done.
All right. I need a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Is there any second?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tom did. Second.
We off
Okay.
camera?
Adjourn 8:18. I will in a minute, but don't go away. I got budgets.
Turn us off. I'm still trying to take it.